Hi, I'm Aparna Ganesh and I welcome you to this channel JoyGeeks. I create beauty and wellness content here. I do try to bring to you my thoughts on some latest launches, and that is what this video is about. This is e.l.f. Cosmetics, which is now in India. Yes, I know we are all excited about it. I have got a lot of the products myself, and I have been trying it out before I could do this video for you so that I can give you my complete honest thoughts, and there are a few hits, a few misses. Just hang on, I will take you right through it. So, e.l.f. literally means eyes, lips, and face. And it is a very, very popular brand, especially because it's vegan, it's cruelty free, it is paraben free, it is an affordable brand in the US for sure. But it is not looking as affordable in India as compared to the rates in US. Of course, they have import costs and all of that, but the hype for it is because of its affordability. Is that really happening here as well? And are all the products unanimously wonderful? To be very, very honest, one of my key interesting factors were these beautiful, bite-sized eyeshadows, which I jumped and I got. And there were quite a few of those which were absolutely outstanding for me. They were wonderful, far more than what I expected. And then there were some which I wish was slightly different. And I do have their, I did get a lot of their lipstick formulas, which I think I can make another video telling you exactly what I feel about this, what is a hit and miss for me. This video is going to be about just the makeup, and I will take you right through it.
Hello! I know we are all excited about e.l.f. being here, and it is truly exciting because I've got a little basket full of e.l.f. goodies that I bought with my own money. Let's go. I'll show you exactly how these fare on the face. Starting off, this is such a cute brow volumizing fiber gel in the shade deep brown. Now this costs 600 bucks, but as you can see, it has a very natural looking appearance. It happens quickly, so in that sense it is good. I will tell you my thoughts on the price and whether it's worth it right at the end of the video, but as of now, let me just quickly review the products for you. This is illuminating face primer in the shade Radiant Glow. Now this costs 800 rupees. It has a pump, it has a beautiful packaging, but it only lasts for 6 months. Keep that in mind. Now I'll show you exactly how this looks. This is silicone, and while I'm swatching it in my arm, it looks like it would be okay, but up front it's very the glitter, the chunks is pretty obvious, especially when I applied it on my face. I wasn't too happy. The face did become smooth. I'm not sure about it really filling in the pores and stuff, but my skin became smoother. But I am not very comfortable with all those chunks on of glitter on my face, but I will see how this looks once the foundation comes on top of it, and that would be a better judge. As of now, I don't really see a huge pore. I don't even see my face looking illuminated in any way actually. Moving on to this super famous product. This is their concealer, and this I got in the shade Tan Neutral. This is also costing 800 bucks, which I think is pretty steep. This is quite like Tarte Shape. It's a thick applicator. It has that spongy applicator. I just dabbed a bit like I normally do to keep it very natural. I just used my fingertips and just blended it out. But the good thing is that it did blend out very well, and this shade worked very well for me. If you want a natural looking concealer, this shade, if you're my skin tone, this would work well for you. If you want a little highlighty kind of a thing, you may want to go for another shade. But I didn't feel that this concealed too much, so I went in with a double layer because I normally apply very little. So I didn't think that this concealer... I was also wanting to check if it doubles up and if it's looking cakey if I double up, but that didn't happen. It still blended it in well. And then moving on to the foundation. What a beautiful packaging this is. This is again 800 bucks. This is a wonderful, it's a glass packaging. It looks very smart. I got it in the shade Sand and I got it in the shade Chai. I will show you the difference between the two. Let me just quickly remind you that e.l.f. is super popular there also because it's a cruelty-free brand. I love the pump it has. It looks very smart. Now this is the shade Chai, which looks pretty orangish right off, right? And the other shade is Sand, which was supposed to be for light or medium skin tone with neutral undertones. And the other one I had, okay, so this is Sand and this is Chai. Now, I wasn't sure. I thought Sand would look really, really light on my face, and I prefer to look slightly darker. And even though Chai looks so dark, when I applied it, you can see it just blended it in, on my skin. My face is very warm, and this is supposed to be with a peachy undertone. But somehow when I blended it out, it just looked like it would be okay. But I think when I do my whole face, and this is Sand, this kind of looked way too crazy for me. This is too light. Maybe I could have mixed the two, but actually in this demo, I just went with one shade because, when I travel, I don't want to walk around with two shades. So I wanted to see how it looks with just one shade on my entire face. So this is Chai. And when I blended it out, I think it's 90% there. It does make me look a little more orangish. I would have preferred it to look more yellow because that's what suits me really nicely. A golden undertone suits me well, but I'm not too off with the shade. It's workable. But let me tell you, when I tried this foundation on, even earlier when I tested it, I must tell you that it blends beautifully. It feels creamy, and it didn't crease or cake up anywhere. You can see it's a little warmer than it needs to be, slightly darker for me. Although it matches my neck, but it could go slightly lighter for me, or the undertone could be better. Anyway, this is a peekaboo. This is a powder that's going to come up soon. I'll talk about it in another video, which was supposed to have launched by now. But anyway, this is a powder that suits me well without any extra coverage. So I just went on and set my face because I didn't get anything from e.l.f. Now, this one, the most exciting product I think for most of us is this bite-sized eyeshadows. I got it in 4 shades. The first one is Cream and Sugar, then Pumpkin Pie, Berry Bad, and then the last one I have is Truffles. Now, the one I went on with on my eyelids today was Cream and Sugar because I'll show you the swatches of some of them. I did try this out even earlier. I love the size of this. It's really smart and pretty and easy to use. This is swatching one lighter shade, and I wanted something a little more natural and just a little glow. So yeah, I like this second shade, so I decided to go with this all over my lid like I normally like to. Just with my fingers because I think it's very well pigmented. So just with the fingertips works very well. I did try out with the darker shades when I first got it, and I thought the pigmentation was excellent. It's creamy. It did stay for a long time. It did not have too much fallout, and it didn't look like too powdery. And even though my lids are oily, I think it performed pretty decently on my eyelids. Of course, this is $400 each. It is a lot cheaper in the US, but I would say this is worth it. It is a high performing kind of an eyeshadow, and even if it means that it's $100 per color, I still think it's worth it. Yeah, I just went in with another one to get a little brown shade there to just kind of blend out the edges. But most importantly with these eyeshadows is that you can travel with it, and I don't think one quad gets you a lot of shades, but you could carry even 2. But I did this eye look with just 2 eyeshadows, and I like this, as simple as it is. Moving on now to the highlighter. A lot of you, I'm sure, are waiting to hear about this. This is Metallic Flare Highlighter in 24K Gold. I love how this looked. Very simple packaging, but the inside of it, I love that embossed feel to it. But now when I swatch it, you will see that it is beautiful when I just have it in my fingertips. But when you apply it, it's not like a beaming highlighter. It's natural, but I like it looking natural like that. I went in with the second swipe to just show you how you can build it up. You can build it up, but it still does not, like if you really want a very disco ballish highlighter, this is not going to be it for you. You can see in the, how this looks. I like that it's not, chunky and glittery, and the shimmer particles are not heavy. I like that it blends in easily with my skin, and this color worked well for me as well. But is this worth 800 bucks? I leave that to you. You could be a better judge of, whether I'll tell you my thoughts on the pricing right at the end of the video. I went ahead and applied a mascara from my own collection. This is K Beauty's mascara because I didn't get e.l.f.'s mascara. Moving on to the lipstick. This is their lipstick duo. It's a day and night kind of a thing. I am creating a video with all 4 shades swatched. Look at this. I liked how pigmented this was. I'm going to give you a quick mini review. I felt this was complete makhan-like application and I loved it. It is not a matte finish though. If you are strictly against this kind of a sheen on your lips, you won't enjoy it. But I loved how it felt on the lips. It was very nourishing. So yeah, this was the entire face. You can have a look. I think it's looking pretty natural and nice. I will take you through my thoughts on the price and what e.l.f. really means to India. I also, yes, got the, the lipstick shades, the lipstick formulas in 5 different formulas. And I am making another video just telling you which lipstick formula I liked. And if you like it, if there's anything special that you would want me to go make all shaded kind of a video, you should let me know. This is the e.l.f. duo, like I mentioned. I did get the other shades, which means it's like 8 shades in 4. But I will tell you my exact thoughts in that video featuring these lipsticks.
So I can safely say that the biggest hit for me is definitely the eyeshadows. If you would like me to swatch all the 4 shades, I can do that. I, did a very soft eyes as usual. Something that looks, very, you could wear this look anywhere. I didn't even put any eyeliner and stuff. I just used most of their products. But for me, I'm happy that the concealer worked out in the correct shade for me. It's just natural. If you want it to be a little highlighted kind of a thing, you may want to go for a lighter shade. But I really liked this. I like the consistency of it. It blended off easily. And I think this is definitely a hit. Now, what I would say that was a challenge for me is that they have this illuminated face primer, and I didn't get the putty primer because it was an open case. Somehow I just felt that I want to try this out because I didn't see anybody else trying this out. So I'm happy to try this out. And see, it is shiny, it is illuminating, but I don't like to see the chunks of glitter on it. Although it's not too heavy, but even on top of the foundation, I think if I, go very close and see it, I can see that little shimmer all over my face. After the powder, it has reduced, but I would have preferred if that wasn't the case. Like I can see a little shimmer all over my face, and that is a big no-no for me. So I wish they had this illuminating primer in a more subtle way. But I know a lot of you are going to, just love it, especially brides and stuff. It's going to be nice, but I don't think it has given me that kind of a poof, kind of a illumination. I don't think I'm looking very different. As far as the foundation goes, I did get it in 2 shades like I showed you earlier. And I like that it's an oil-free, it's a satin finish, so I don't feel like it's clinging onto my rough, like dry patches, or it's, uneven or something. Just blended off very easily. I didn't heavily moisturize my face before this, which I normally do. Much earlier, I did apply a facial oil, but even when I was trying this out, I didn't feel that it's going to, make my skin feel like desert-like. So I really like the consistency of this foundation. I only am not too happy that they don't have all the shades here. Why? They have created so many shades, and if I was in the US, I would have got a much closer shade to myself. I have taken Chai, which is actually a peachy undertone. Somehow it seems okay for me. It just worked for me. But normally a peachy undertone may have, not been that good for me. So, but I think suede would have been a better color for me. But anyway, um, I would say they should bring all the shades here so that everyone can have it. But I really love the packaging. I think it's totally cool to have this to carry around with you. It's very cute. It has a pump. It has everything that you would like it to have, and it's very creamy texture. Even when I was applying it on my, at the back of my palm, super creamy. And when I tried this on, I kept it all day, and I didn't find that it became patchy or that I lost it completely on my face. In fact, I was sweaty that day, and I still felt that a lot of the foundation was pretty intact. So I'm quite happy with the foundation. As far as the lipsticks go, I do have, like I said earlier, I did get the 5 formulas. I have been testing it out. I do intend to make another video just talking about the lipstick formulas, because I know all of us love lipsticks and I want to give it some special focus. And I did really like this duo. I think it's a wonderful concept, and I got all the 4 shades. I think I'll do all these in another video, possibly, so that you can take your pick. Actually, it'll be 8 shades. So I'm excited about this. Now, another thing that I would say is okay for me, may not be very okay for a lot of you, is the highlighter. I think that it looks fabulous, but to apply on the face, I like the finish because I like a very natural finish. So I'm quite okay with this. But if you want like a beaming highlighter, you're not going to be happy with this. You will want to just scrape it off, and I don't know if it's going to have some more intensity once I use up a little. I don't know about that, but I was quite happy when I swatched it in my hand. I felt that that's just, how I like it, but it is not streaky. It is not looking powdery. My face is not looking cakey. So all these things I really like. And the other one that I used was the eyebrow gel. The last one I had was from Benefit, and that I had really loved. Now, I would say for a very natural finish, this color worked really well, and I got this in the color, I think, deep brown. What color did I get this? Deep brown, yeah. So if you're my skin color, deep brown would work very well for you. I think if I really want a more precise application, I will need to go with a pencil or a brush, a pomade, and then if I want to set it in place, this would be nicer. But for every day, this is wonderful. Now, my overall review of e.l.f. being in India, I genuinely think that we could possibly be using more Indian-made brands, because if an affordable brand from the US is coming to India and is not affordable anymore, in the sense that it goes in the medium range, I might as well use my homemade brands, right? There's K-Beauty, there's Nykaa, there's Pack. I know Pack has a lot of things made outside of India, but it's still an Indian brand. I would rather support an Indian business if it's the same cost anyway. And of course, they perform well. And I have been watching all these international YouTubers go, gush over e.l.f. products. So I was quite kicked about it coming to India. But I wish the prices were not as high. Although I bought it on day 1 where it was buy 2, get the third one free. So for me, it still came down to the US prices. So I was okay with that. So if there is a sale and, the prices get slashed, go get stuff that I have recommended and I've shared with you exactly how I feel about this. So you get a better idea. So take your pick. And this is it from me for now. I will add the links of the other lipstick videos here, and I will see you soon. Thank you.